you. In the last video, we learned simply about the name of SahajaYoga or SahajaYoga in detail. In short, its meaning, it's simply a spontaneous union with the divine. परमात्मा के साथ सहज रूप से योग घटित, ये सहज योग. So spontaneous union with the divine power is SahajaYoga. So as per the literal meaning of the word spontaneous, it should happen automatically, just like we are breathing. Our breathing is happening on its own automatically. We need not apply any efforts. Sometimes for doing some breathing exercise or pranayama, we have to apply some efforts. That is different. But during the normal breathing, about which even we are not conscious most of the times, any conscious effort or special effort is not required. It happens on its own. Similarly, the blood circulation in our body is happening on its own, or we can say spontaneously. There are so many other examples like the beating of our heart, the blinking of our eyes. All these activities happen spontaneously. So similarly, this union with God or union with the divine power also should happen, or actually it happens spontaneously. So this is the literal meaning of the word SahajaYoga. But then anybody will ask, then why this yoga or yoga is so difficult if it happens automatically? So one explanation is that we have to prepare ourselves for that situation. Or let us take an example that if we have to reach some destination, we have to travel in a bus or a train. Let's take one example. Let's take the example of a train. So to reach a particular station, we should know which train we have to board. Then, in order to ensure our journey is comfortable, we should have reservation also, and that too in our preferred class. Even if we don't bother about reservation, simply we have to reach, anyhow we have to reach our destination. Just like anyhow we need to connect with God. If we are not bothered about our comfort, then also in order to reach the desired destination, we should know the exact number or name of the train, on which platform it will come and at what time. Then only we will be able to board the correct train and reach the desired destination. Otherwise, we will reach some other place which is not desired. Similarly, in yoga also, or strictly yoga, we will use the word yoga, not yoga. In yoga, that is, in order to become one with God, we should know the correct way or the path. So, for that, we have to understand so many things, or at least the basic concepts, and then only we have to move forward on the journey. There may be so many questions, so many confusions, because our mind, our intellect is designed to raise questions and doubts. It is natural. So, but we have all the logics based on our experiences, based on scriptures, which are all authentic, which can be proved, or at least which can be experienced once you move on the journey. So now, without wasting much time in these unnecessary logics, let's just simply understand which train to board, at which platform it will come, at what time, so that you will reach God. So the name of the train is SahajaYoga, as we have already understood or known so far. Now, how to board that train? So, what is the basic construction of that train? So, what is, first of all, on what system this SahajaYoga is based? So, we will learn some basic terminology in this video. So, there are some subtle energy centers inside our body, which many people know and many people don't know. And there are so many nerve currents. Totally, it is said that there are 72,000 nerves or nerve currents in our body. So we need not bother about all of them. Out of them, 1,000 nerves are connected to our brain, which is the control room of our body, because the brain controls all the movements of the body. So even we need not bother about all those 1,000 nerve currents. Out of them, only 3 nerve currents are important from the point of view of meditation or attaining union with God or self-realization. These 3 are called Ida Nadi, which is related to or connected to the left sympathetic nervous system. Second, the Pingala Nadi, which is related to the right sympathetic nervous system, and the Sushumna Nadi, which is related to the central nervous system. So, we have learned the names of the nerve currents and their relation with the nervous system, or the medical terminology. Now, these nerve currents are basically inside the spine. They are not in the flesh or in the other parts of the body like hand or legs or stomach. They are all the three are within the spine. So the Ida Nadi or the left current is on the left side of the spine. The Pingla Nadi is on the right side, so it is called the right channel, and the central channel is the Sushumna. So we can and we should understand what is on the left side and what is on the right side. That's only sufficient. No need to locate them exactly. Simply if we say left or right, it will work. Now, why these nerve currents are important? Why we are talking about these in order to attain self-realization or peace of mind or union with God? How they are related? So, let's understand that there is a pure form of energy residing dormant inside the spine, at the base of the spine, near the bottom, which is ready to rise upwards and cross all the subtle energy centers, which we will talk about, and reach the top of our head, and from here through the fontanel bone or the Brahmarandra, it gets connected with the all-pervading divine power, the all-pervading consciousness. So this connection is called yoga. Yoga means connection, as we understood in our last video. So if this pure form of energy, which is called Kundalini in spiritual texts, is ready to rise upwards spontaneously and become one with the all-pervading consciousness, thereby giving us the peace of mind and all the good qualities of a soul, then why it is not happening automatically? Why we need to learn some meditation or do SahajaYoga, or why this video at all is required? Because there are many blockages and imbalances inside our subtle energy system. So let's understand them one by one. Please have some patience, because once you will understand the basic concepts, it will become very easy for you to attain self-realization. But if somebody does not understand properly and tries to move forward, it may or may not happen that he or she will not get the desired result. Even if God's grace is there or his karmas are good, he or she will attain the desired result, because he is not doing anything wrong. Only by mistake he will may get some other experiences, but with time he will ultimately reach the ultimate goal. But we will try to ensure that even that also should not happen. We should be able to understand the concepts right from the beginning, so that we will not face any problem, any confusion in the later stages. So that's why we are taking so much time. So please be patient. So we understood that the Kundalini is ready to rise, and if it rises in the proper manner through the central channel, which is its correct path, we have to ensure that the path is clear. Just like if the train has to move on the rails and reach right up to its desired destination, the rails should be clear of any obstructions right from the station of origin to the destination station. Even a single obstruction or single damage or breakage in the rails can derail the train, and since there are so many passengers in the train, so it becomes the responsibility of the driver, and obviously so many other persons related to the railways, to ensure that the path is clear. So similarly, for an individual seeker, he himself or herself has to ensure that the path for the Kundalini is clear, and for a collective meditation, the person who is conducting the meditation, or a person like me who is telling the basic concepts, has the responsibility to ensure that all understand the basic concepts and move forward only when the path is clear. So in order to ensure that the path is clear, first of all our mind should be clear. We should understand the concepts. So let's come directly to the concept that the Kundalini has to get awakened only through the central channel, neither through the left nor through the right, in order to reach its correct desired destination, that is the Brahmarandra, the top of our crown. So for that, our nervous system should be in balance. That is, the flow of energy in the left channel Ida Nadi and the right channel Pingala Nadi should be in balance. Then only the central channel will open. Otherwise, normally the central channel called the Sushupna is closed in most of the humans, most of the persons. So for that, to ensure the opening of the Sushumna channel, central channel, we must be in balance. So let's understand what is this balance. The left channel called the Mool channel or the Ida Nadi is connected to the past and also to the desires. And the right channel, called the sun channel or the Pingla Nadi, is connected or related to the future and also to the actions. So as we know that in order to be satisfied, our desires and actions should be in balance. Whatever we desire, if we don't act on them, we will be dissatisfied because the desires will not be fulfilled. And similarly, if we act without any desire, for example, if a person goes to office without any willingness, he will be dissatisfied. It is just an example to understand. There can be so many other tasks, so many worldly burdens, liabilities, which if a person is trying to accomplish or just fulfill his duties without the true desire, that is without his or her without his or her willingness, that is if he is doing all those tasks unwillingly, he will not be satisfied. So in order to be satisfied, there should be a balance between the desires and actions. So with this logic also, there should be a balance between the Ida Nadi and the Pingla Nadi. The second logic is that in order to be in joy, we have to be in the present moment. In order to be in the present moment, we should not have any thoughts of the past or the future, because though actually we are always in the present moment, it is impossible to be in the past or the future. But our mind acts like a time travel machine, and it goes either to the past or to the future with the thoughts it generates. In the mind will always have some thoughts in a normal human being. If he is not a yogi, if he is not in meditation, if he is not in the state of thoughtless awareness, which we will talk about later, he or she will always have some thoughts in his or her mind, and those thoughts will always be either related to the past or to the future. So due to this mental activity, we are always deviated from the present moment. So in order to ensure that we are satisfied or we enjoy the present moment, the energy channels related to the past and the future should be cleared or should be purified. So, or we can say that they should be in balance. So with this second logic also in balance. So there can be many other logics also, but these two logics are sufficient to understand. So we have to ensure that there should be a balance between the Ida Nadi and the Pingla Nadi in order to open the central channel called Sushumna and allow the Kundalini to rise upwards. Now once we are in the central path, which is called the path of evolution, we have to also ensure that all the chakras or the subtle energy centers coming on this central path should be clear. Then only the Kundalini will reach its destination, that is the top. It is similar to the travel of the train. For example, to reach the final destination, a train has to stop at many stations coming in between, and again it has to start. So if the train stops at a station in between and does not start and gets stuck there, how it will reach the final destination? So just for understanding, we can relate this to the rise of our Kundalini, that if the chakras, the energy centers that are coming on the way of the Kundalini, if they are not clear, if they have some blockages, how the Kundalini will move forward or rise up to the final destination? So, first condition being that we should be in balance. The second condition, now we are going to declare or understand or define, is that the path on the central channel for the Kundalini to rise should be clear. So let's understand what comes in the path. This is the path of ascent. Now we should understand. Now on this path of ascent, there are so many chakras, the subtle energy centers. So the subtle energy centers have some specific names in spiritual terminology and in medical terminology. So let us understand the names one by one. The first chakra, which is at the bottom of our spine near the anus, is called Mooladhara chakra, and it is called the pelvic plexus in medical terminology. Second chakra is Swadhisthana chakra, which is near our genetic center but inside the spine, and it is called aortic plexus. The third chakra is near our navel, navi, but inside the spine. So it is called Navi chakra also and Manipur chakra also. And in medical terminology, it is called the solar plexus. Then the fourth subtle energy center is in our heart, the center heart specifically. And later we will learn about the left heart and the right heart, but right now we are talking about the central channel. So the heart chakra, called the Anahat chakra, is called this is the heart chakra or the Anahat chakra, and in medical terminology it is called the cardiac plexus. Then the fifth chakra is inside our neck or near the throat. So here it is called Vishuddhi chakra, and in medical terminology it is called the cervical plexus. The sixth chakra is this Agya chakra, where we put this bindi to remind ourselves who we are. So this is not a plexus, but in medical terminology this is near the optic chiasma, which is related to our eyes. So this is also called the third eye. There are so many techniques to activate the third eye, but as per Sahaja Yoga, if we clear this Agya chakra, this only will be called the activation of the third eye. And after that, the final last seventh chakra is the Sahasrara chakra or the crown chakra, and this is not also not a plexus. It is, this area is called the limbic area or the fontanel bone, and this chakra is considered to be connected to the divine. So when the Kundalini rises through the central channel and reaches this chakra, it gets automatically connected to the divine power, because this is the last destination of the train, just to understand. And when the seeker or the consciousness of the seeker reaches this place, he attains yoga. He becomes one with the all-pervading consciousness. So all these chakras should be clear and we should be in balance. Now, how to attain the balance and how to clear the chakras, that if we have patience, we can understand in the next video. Thanks for listening patiently. Best of luck in your spiritual journey. Keep learning, and you can learn all these concepts from the internet also. It's not that I am only telling these things. These have been told, so many things have been told by Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi through her videos. So you can search these things on the internet also, or you can go to the SahajaYoga Center. I am only here to guide you, just in order to make the concepts clear so that there should not be any confusion. If you have any doubts related to SahajaYoga or meditation in general, or anything related to peace of mind, or even decision making, desires, success, anything which you think can be related to this video or to your own spiritual ascent, you can always contact me through my WhatsApp number 94130 or you can email me at SahajaYoga@yahoo.com or call me at mobile number 8838568857 if the network is available. Okay, so thank you. Good day.